The gentleman from Illinois, Mr. Schock, is recognized for 60 minutes as the designee of the Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. 6 years ago, I entered this chamber and raised my right arm to take the oath of office as a member of the United States House of Representatives. I remember feeling so excited about the opportunity that lied ahead. I remember vividly this chamber and all that it meant to me and to the country. The men and women debating the big issues of the day, not always agreeing, but always fighting without apology for what they believed in. Over the past 6 years, I've come to understand that this institution is far more bigger than any one person, and that freedom itself is even more important than this institution. Some of the world's greatest debates have occurred right here in this chamber, for what happens here affects more than just the people of my district or even my country. Over those 6 years, I've done my best to contribute constructively to the process and to serve the people of my district and my country. My guiding principle has always been rooted in the belief that Washington should only do what people cannot do for themselves. I fought and opposed the billion-dollar stimulus bill, the government takeover of our health care, and the massive new regulations put on small businesses. But more importantly, for the people of my district, so that I fought that their voice would be heard and respected among my colleagues. For I heard that voice in every vote that I have cast. But I also knew that being in the majority was key to making a difference. And so I'm proud of the work I've done to contribute to a Republican majority here in Congress, to begin to scale back the overreaches of a bloated federal government, and to begin to bend the curve on out-of-control spending. That has only happened because of a Republican majority, and I'm proud to have played a role in building it. During this time, I saw how slow the federal government can be and how frustrating Congress can get. But I also learned that one man can make a difference. Working with my Republican colleagues and across the aisle with my Democrat friends, we've been able to pass legislation that help businesses across America create millions of jobs. Some of them have been located in my home district, but many more across this great country. There was, is, and will be so much to do, and I'm honored to have played a small part in making a real difference. But these accomplishments come with some frustrations as well, that this body doesn't move quickly enough or as efficiently as it could to confront the challenges facing our country. I regret that I won't be here when we finally pass a smarter, simpler tax code so that every hardworking taxpayer in my district and across the country will know that Washington not only cares about them, but respects them and their sacrifice. And I will miss joining my colleagues in saving and strengthening Social Security and Medicare that will directly improve the quality of life for millions of Americans for generations to come. To my constituents back home, the good, hardworking taxpayers whom I've been lucky enough to call friends, I will never be able to thank you enough for the opportunity you gave. Together, we have tackled some of the big problems at home, like economic development projects, helping businesses expand, improving our locks and dams along our riverways, and so much more. Projects that have helped improve the quality of life in our community. We've also tackled some small problems, but big problems to the people who've been facing them. Folks looking for help adopting children overseas, or simply trying to get answers from an unresponsive bureaucracy here in D.C. Solving those individual cases has been extremely fulfilling, and I'm particularly grateful to have played a role in helping so many veterans get the respect they deserved and the benefits that they earned. I'm proud of the good work that my team has delivered to the tens of thousands of constituents who've turned to our office for their time and need. My staff delivered for me because they delivered for you every day, 24/7. I was never more excited than the day I walked into this chamber 6 years ago. I leave here with sadness and humility. For those whom I've let down, I will work tirelessly to make it up to you. I know that God has a plan for my life. The good book tells us that before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. I also know that every person faces adversity in life. Abraham Lincoln held this seat in Congress for one term, but few faced as many defeats in his personal, business, and public life as he did. His continual perseverance in the face of these trials, never giving up, is something all of us Americans should be inspired by, especially when going through a valley in life. I believe that through life's struggles, we learn from our mistakes and we learn more about ourselves. And I know that this is not the end of a story, but rather the beginning of a new chapter. Thank you for the honor to serve. I look forward to keeping in touch with my friends in this chamber and my friends across the 18th District. May God continue to bless this awesome institution and important role that it plays for America and the rest of the world. With that, I yield back the balance of my time.